30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back. Yeah, I'm gonna...
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
Darnold on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Faking the give. Darnold out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 31 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long here for Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Yeah, he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Randall Cobb, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hut! Hut!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Set. Boom.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now Rosen on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Over! Gun! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a point.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over! Gun!
And they are going for it. Darnold, it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first down throw. Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gun!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Darnold now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got Peak. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 42 yards. The rookie Darnold seemingly in control of this Jets offense. He's got him on the move. It's 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The son, Reddick, not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Leopard! Leopard! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Gun! 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 Gun!
To throw is Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Over, 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 over!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
On third down, Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Here we go on fourth down with Rosen. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision. To go for it doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
On the toss, here's Cobb. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for them. Open man is Kirk, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, it's Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Rosen to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now it's Rosen. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Lucky 56. Over.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 39 that time. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss play. Khan. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
No. Check. Patriot.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Darnold on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. In for the score. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Over!
Darnold now to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Here's Darnold. Onuna's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Lucky 56.
On first down, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Gone!
Second down and 10. Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Gibson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Hey, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rosen will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Darnold. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Dayon Buchanan coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play action. It's Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Check. Over!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Gun!
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Jets on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Darnold to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Detroit!
They'll run. This is Cobb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Myers now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now it's Rosen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over. Over, 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 over.
On first down, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended target was Corey Coleman. That'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
One final shot here for Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.